Welcome everybody to week 2 of the EFRL Tuesday Trucking Series. Last week we ran Daytona International Speedway, went 35 laps of green before we had our first caution, had a wild, crazy finish with Tyler Aspinall finishing first in the first inaugural truck race. Right now Tyler is currently running second on the board for practice. He's hoping to come back to back. Tyler's normally pretty fast, doesn't always save his stuff, so we'll see if he's been learning everything while he's running in those ARCA series on Monday night. How is everybody doing this evening? We're happy to have you on board. Looking to make some noise down in Nashville, Tennessee at Nashville Super Speedway. Got a small tri-oval. Let's take a look at our point standings after the first race. So right now you can see Tyler Aspinall sitting on the top, Bradley Stefan in second. Newcomer to the series and to the league, Justin Hughes running in third. Michael McCoy in his first ever EFRL race brought his machine home in fourth, puts him fourth on the points. Donnie Bartlett in fifth, Michael Steele in sixth, Josh Fox in seventh, David Stanfield in eighth, Tony Rowdy Richardson running in ninth. We got Dylan Dunsford in 10th, Lee Krause in 11th, Farron Elam Jr. in 12th, Chase Reynolds in 13th. In 14th, we got Dean Qualley. And 15th newcomer to the EFRL Extreme Forces Racing League, Neil Rutt. So after a great race last weekend, these guys are looking to bring that momentum forward to Nashville. It's a pretty tricky track, concrete surface. Right now the weather is 80 degrees, dew point 56, partially cloudy with 2-mile-an-hour wind. The track temperature itself is a balmy 101 degrees. Track length 1.3 miles, 571 foot altitude. Last night's winner in the ARCA series, we got Zachary Thornton running that 35 black truck. Unfortunately, he missed last week, so he's got some ground to make up. Zach is always pretty quick. He'll be the one to watch tonight. Another one that's been on the move lately in both the ARCA series and did fairly well last week in the truck series until the late race accident took him out was the 66 of Chad Waller. Got Lee Krause just coming onto the track, run some more practice laps. Lee is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, driving that AC Delco number 8 machine, throwback to both Junior and to Kevin Harvick. They both ran that paint scheme in the old Busch series. Wayne Rayburn, new driver to the series, driving that number 12 machine. Wayne is currently sitting in 7th, tied with Will Cloud in the 48 machine. Be exciting to see how he does tonight. Justin Hughes is back for another stab at it. And so far tonight we have 29 cars that'll be taking the green flag with us this evening. Alright, we got 2.5 minutes left of practice before these boys will try to set the quick time. Looks like Thornton will be the one to chase down. Alright, we got Frank Hughes on the track, first car out, trying to set quick time. Frank had a good run going last week until he got caught up in a late race caution. Looks like Frank's going to hit about 170 miles an hour before he has to let off going down into turn 3. First lap coming to the line. .38. See if he's able to improve on that at all for a second lap. His second lap was a little slower, but Tyler Aspinall jumps to the top of the board. Second lap in, just a little bit slower. Still holding on to the top of the leaderboard. Austin Green on his second lap. Fastest lap, putting him in 8th so far, 30.44. Daniel Park on his first lap. Driving that Pennzoil throwback when Steve Park drove that design in the NASCAR series. .39 puts him 5th on the leaderboard. Ooh, got loose coming out of the corner. Second lap's going to be slower. Zachary Thornton jumps up to the top of the leaderboard. Beats Aspinall up by a .06. Looks like that's going to do it for qualifying, and Thornton sneaks out the pole. Alright, we got just a couple minutes while these guys finish up. Yes, the overlay is from SDK. Alright, let's look at our starting grid. Zachary Thornton going to be on the pole. Tyler Aspinall starting on the outside. Chad Waller starts in 3rd. Lee Krause in 4th. Frank Hughes in 5th. Daniel Park in 6th. Josh Fox in 7th. Will Cloud in 8th. Devin Smith in 9th. Bradley Stefan in 10th. Dylan Dunsford in 11th. In 12th, we got John Bartlett. 13th, Austin Green. Brandon Dunsford in 14th. 15th is Michael Steelan, number 5 machine. Farron Elam Jr., the number 1. Starting at 17th, we got Daniel Stagner. Jesse Adams to the outside again. Neil Rutt starting in 19th. Michael McCoy in 20th. Travis Lapenas in 21st. Donnie Bartlett in 22nd. Way Wayburn in the... Oh, it disappeared on me in the 22nd position. Dominic Hughes in 24th. Dwayne Kernahan. Dean Qualley. Brian Reynolds. Justin Hughes in 20th. And Chase Reynolds rounding out the field. Alright, these guys are going to get lined up and they're going to go green. 1 lap to go. The first start is going to be on the green flag. I do believe after that it is on the leader. These guys have 3 sets of tires and they're able to go about 35 laps on fuel.
Green flag, green flag.
Thornton's going to lead him down into 1. He got a good jump. 29 fell back just a little bit.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Ooh, caution on lap 1. Oh, Will Cloud and the 8 of Lee Kraus get into it. Yeah, quite a few cars in the pits trying to repair some damage. Quite a few of these trucks have a lot of damage. Lights are off on the pace car. These guys will get lined back up. We're going back racing. Looks like we do have 3 drivers that are out of the race already. Reynolds, Cruz, and Elam. Not how they wanted the night to start.
Green flag, green flag.
Thornton is a master of restarts. We saw that last night in the ARCA race. Looks like the 77 is trying to make a move on Aspinall. And Bradley Stefan gonna follow him on through, followed by the 95 of Devin Smith. Aspinall started in that second position, but he's fallen back pretty quick. Could just be he's trying to save some tires for later, but it's pretty early to try that. Oh, we got a blinker on the number 2 truck of Daniel Stagner. Austin Green's starting to reel these guys in. He's catching up to Aspinall as well. Chad says, let's go DEI, 755, 77, and 95. They're doing pretty well so far. The 7's in 4th. The 77's in 6th. Followed by Smith in 7th. Park and Stefan battling it out for 5th place right now. And Devin Smith's going, alright boys, here I come. Frank using the 61 machine has reeled in the 35 machine. Looking to the low line, nothing there quite yet, still got a little bit of a gap. Yeah, I took out quite a few of the Far North Motorsports drivers as well there, Jeremy. It wasn't a good start to the race for many people. Thornton stretching his lead back out just a little bit to half a second. Looks like Chad Walker has caught up to Mr. Hughes. Can put a little bit of pressure on him for that second place position. I was talking to some of the drivers earlier. It looks like they can do about a 30-lap run, give or take. So we probably are only about 10 laps away from green flag pit stops. And that'll add a whole nother degree to the challenging track we got going on tonight. Walker gets by his Hughes, and Mr. Park says, "Pardon me, I want to come through too." Couldn't quite make the pass stick. Daniel Stayner in that 2 machine is up 8 positions so far, up to 9th. Trying to chase down the 89 of Bradley Stefan. Right in front of them we got the 94 of Dylan Dunsford. Stefan trying to stay close as he can to the side of that 2 truck, get a little bit of a side draft going on. Drivers are getting pretty spread out, running single file. Not a whole lot of battling going on at the moment. Pretty early in the race. Looking out the back bumper of Daniel Park. Dunford getting a pretty good run on the outside of the 95 of Smith. So the top 12 cars did not pit under the first caution. So they're only going to be about 3, maybe 4 laps to go, and they're going to have to start cycling through. You got to be very careful entering on pit road.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, big wreck for the 89 and the 2 truck. Looked like they could have saved it, but they pounded that outside wall pretty hard. Austin Green hard on the brakes, was able to avoid that one. Everybody will be coming down pit road. Three sets of tires total, but you can take 2 tires, you can take left side, right side. Try to gain some track position. We'll see what happens here. Dwayne Kernahan didn't pit that time by. Waited one more lap. Wanted to get bonus points for leading, I guess. Looks like the 3 car of Hughes will probably get the wave around when we get 1 to go. And the leader is still going to be the 35 truck, followed by 61 and 66 of Waller. Aspinall was able to regain some of his positions in the pits. He's up to 6th. So far on the track, Dominic Hughes is our biggest mover. He's up 14 positions, up to 11th. .35 is choosing the outside lane. The 61 will have to make sure he maintains speed and not jump. If he gets ahead of the 35 before the start-finish line, he will get a black flag. There we go.
Green, green, green.
35 got a huge jump over the 61 of Hughes. Followed by Fox, Waller, and Aspinall. Aspinall's trying to get him moving on the high side, but he keeps losing positions on that high side. Maybe he's trying to plan for later in the race when he gets rubbered up there, but so far there's nothing. .95 dip into the bottom of the 77. He's going to try to go for the get past the 29 machine. Oh, bobbles a little bit. Lost quite a bit of his momentum when he touched that apron. Parking the outside, trying to get by the 29, trying to see if he can get something going. Michael Steele and Austin Green right there waiting to pounce. Park completes the pass on the side. Devin Smith can try to follow him through. Michael Steele right behind him, not sure which lane he wants. He keeps moving up, moving down, trying to get an advantage. Got a slow truck up top, staying out of the way of the 12 truck. He was trying to peek his nose down below and cut off by the 5 truck. Stealing that 5 number 5 Ford. Toyota's not sure where to go. Aspinall's making his truck very wide in front of him. Not much has changed up front since the green flag dropped. Thornton's got a 1 second lead over Hughes. And then he's followed by Fox and Waller. Aspinall loses another spot to the 83 truck of Hughes. Leader going around the lap truck of Bradley Stefan. Aspinall is not backing off on that 83 truck. He's still trying to get back around him on the high side. Neil Rutt is up 10 positions to bring his truck into the top 10. Now going to take the 9th place away from Tyler Aspinall. Austin Green back into the picture. He's knocking on the back door. They go around the lap truck of Travis Lepenas after he was wrapped up in that first caution. multiple laps down, unfortunately for Travis. He's always a strong competitor. We are over halfway. Fox is trying to get a look to the inside of Hughes in the 61 machine. Gonna make his move. Here we go. All the way down to the grass. The 66 of Waller says, I'm going to follow him through.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Looked like Michael Steele got into the wall and just came down a little bit into the side of Hughes. We'll back that up, take one more look at it from a different viewpoint. Steele got into the wall and then kind of stacked up behind him. It's going to hurt Michael's chances tonight along with Hughes. All the leaders are going to pit. I do believe John Bartley got his wave around. That'll bring him back on the lead lap. I don't know if I would have picked quite yet. They still had 10 laps to go with the fuel. I don't think they're going to have enough to go to the end. Awesome, John. Awesome. Although you probably shouldn't be texting and driving, John. Your team owner might have a problem with that. Alright, well these guys are under caution. We're going to do a quick commercial break. Alright, lights are off on the pace car. We'll be going green next time by. Got 19 cars still on the lead lap. Thornton once again chooses the outside lane. He is definitely comfortable up there. Pace car dumps off. We get in that restart lane. Thornton's going to hammer down that loud button.
Green flag, green flag.
Good start by the front cars. Will Cloud with his damaged and beat up truck is still managing to hold out in 7th at the moment. See if he's got to be able to maintain the speed up there. Looks like we got a bottleneck right now between the 36 and the 48. Austin Green's trying to find a line around him. '19 at Dunford's right there as well. Power move on the outside by the 28 machine of Green. Yeah, 48's got just a little too much damage tonight. Green dropping down to go to the inside around Kernahan. Ooh, close. Almost touching there. Kernahan comes down and pinches him a little bit and cuts off his momentum. Green's getting a run on the outside. See if he can make it pass up there. Good run through the center of the corners. He clears him going down the back straightaway. Waller staying pretty close to striking distance on the 35 machine of Thornton. He wasn't able to quite stretch out his lead this time after the green dropped. So far the longest run these guys have had has been 30 laps. I don't think they got enough to make it to the end. They're going to have to make a green flag pit stop right around 10 to go. .23 separate our leaders right now. Just completing lap 64. Jesse Adams in the 55 truck, somebody we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight. John Bartlett in that Cricket Mobile number 39 machine. Jump on board the Josh Fox machine as he's driving around the 61 of Hughes. See the gap between him and the leaders up there. .21 laps to go. 66 is stand right on the back bumper of the 35 machine. Thornton's a smart driver. He could just be conserving his tires, not trying to stretch it out too much, or maybe he's just trying to conserve fuel. These guys pit on lap 52, so lap 82, start seeing pit stops, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe do a short pit just to grab enough fuel to make it to the end. Alright, we're going to take a minute. We're just going to crank this baby up and enjoy the sounds of racing. After running up front most of the race, the 61 of Hughes has fallen back into 6th place, and the 28 of Austin Green is closing in on him. Going to be coming to 13 laps to go. Looks like we got one truck in the pits. Jesse Adams crashed, but he was able to jump to the pits before a caution came out. 12 laps to go. Right now, our biggest mover in the race is the newcomer to the series and to the league, Neil Rutt III, in that number 34 machine. He is up 15 positions from his starting spot. Currently running in 4th place. Truck is still nice and clean, has a great run going on. Ten laps to go. 9. Looks like Kernahan is in the pits. Eight laps to go. The leaders have enough fuel. Seven laps to go. I feel like these guys have kind of made their bed. They're going to lie in it here. Either go broke or go home. Austin Green is in the pits. He's back on his way back out already. Six laps to go. Devin Smith closing that gap on Rutt in 4th. Couple more guys dipping into pits. Gonna be 4 to go this time by for the leaders. And they don't look like they're pitting this time. I'm guessing they're gonna try to go all the way. Three laps to go. And they better hope their calculations are correct. '66 is looking low. Looks like 35 is trying to get a block on him. '66 not able to complete the pass going into turn 3. White flag. It's either go big or go home. Hero or zero time. Top 3 trucks have a comfortable lead over the 4th place of Smith. Even if they ran out of fuel, I think they'd be able to coast to the end before he got them. Coming to the line, it's going to be Thornton. Followed by Waller and Josh Fox. Smith, Rutt, Hughes, Aspinall rebounds for a 7th place finish. Park, Will Cloud, and John Bartlett coming from a lap down for a top 10 finish. Congratulations, guys. All right, Josh Fox, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. We got you up in the broadcast booth, bud.
Gotcha.
Great race, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
You and your teammates were running up front most of the night.
Yeah. Which is surprising to me, at least for me, because I do not like this track at all.
You guys did pretty good. Did you have any fear of running out of fuel there at the end? From all reports, it looked like we could only go about 30 laps on a tank, and you stretched that last one out close to 40.
Yeah, I mean, during that whole run, it kept going one lap to good to one lap to bad, and I was just like trying to save as much as I could, but also trying to run down the leaders too, which wasn't going to happen. But I ran out right when I crossed the checkered flag, so I guess it was perfect.
Nice. Congratulations. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, shout out to all my teammates, Jesse, Dan, and Devin, and DACFU Enterprises Incorporated, and thank you guys for broadcasting this, and congratulations to Zach on the win.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Josh. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Now in the booth, we have our second place finisher, Chad Waller.
Yes, sir.
You had an amazing run late in the race. I was pulling for you. I thought maybe you might have something for the 35 when there was 2 to go. You looked to the inside, but didn't quite have enough.
Yeah, I thought I'd try and do it before the white and catch him off guard, but he had enough momentum on the top to hold me back. I didn't know how much fuel I had left anyway.
That was going to be my next question, because from all reports, most guys were only getting about 30 to maybe 34 laps. That last run, I think you guys got close to 40.
Yeah, I think it was 37 or 38. I ran out going into one after the checkered.
And Josh Fox says he ran out just as he was coming to the stripe.
Yeah, it's probably about right. I don't know how Zach was able to do burnouts and everything, so he must got extra tank or something in there.
Last week, I think you got kind of caught up in a wreck pretty early, so you didn't have a great finish last week, but you bounced back really good this week.
Yeah. Super speedway racing is what it is.
You've had a couple wins in the ARCA series too, haven't you?
Yeah, the series before. Summertime's kind of hard for me to get on now and then, but maybe this fall and winter should be able to get on most of the time.
Awesome. Well, it's nice having you back again, sir. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just Dean and all the guys that run the league and the admins and everything. They all do a good job.
All right. Well, thank you very much and congratulations. We hope to see you back next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, back-to-back wins for the 35 machine of Zachary Thornton, winning last night in the ARCA series and now tonight in the truck series. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
Black must be your color.
I guess so. I'll have to start running more black.
How worried were you about running out of fuel coming to the end there?
Well, I was saving the whole last run, so I felt pretty confident about gas. Just the only thing I had to worry about was Chad because he was making a run for it there at the end. I felt pretty confident though because I had been saving fuel, so I was confident about fuel, but that was definitely a close race to the finish there.
Yeah, it sounded like Chad said he ran out going into one after the stripe, and the 7 truck ran out coming to the stripe on that last lap. So you definitely saved quite a bit more than they did.
Yeah, I ran out while I was doing burnouts.
Well, that's the best time to run out.
I agree.
All right, bud, is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank Will for being a great teammate, even though he had a rough run tonight, got on that first lap wreck. Brady, also usually my teammate, but race control, he did a great job race controlling. Thank you for broadcasting as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Zachary. You guys have a wonderful race, and we'll hope to see you back next week.
All right.
All right, you have a great night.
You too.
So that is all from us up in the booth. We'd like to thank you all for watching, and come back next week. If you haven't done so, please give a like or a follow. You don't have to subscribe, but if you hit the heart, it'll let you know when we go live every week, and you can tune in and cheer on your favorite drivers. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful night.